So let us solve a very important problem for G mains and NEET. It is based on kinematics and the displacement time graph. Okay. The position x of a particle varies with time as x equals to 6 plus 12t minus 2t square. The important thing is that the graph or the variation is given of the position of a particle, right? It is not the displacement, it is the position of a particle. So the position of a particle is given like this. So it may be taken as a displacement of the particle, right? It may be taken as the displacement of the particle, but the displacement is the straight line joining the origin and the final position, right? So this final position is changing constantly because this graph is of a parabola and it is changing constantly. And so the displacement is changing constantly. So what we do in such cases is that instead of solving this or just putting the value of t equals to 5 in this will give you the displacement of the particle, right? Where is the particle at that moment, right? Where is the particle at that moment? But this will not give you the distance traveled by the particle. So what you have to do to solve this, you have to draw the velocity time curve. You have to draw the velocity time curve. So finding out the velocity, what is velocity? Velocity is equal to ddt of x, right? And this will be equal to ddt of x will be equal to 12 minus 4t. 12 minus 4t. Now you see that at time t equals to 3, this becomes 0, but we don't have to know such things because we are going to solve it with the graph, right? This type of problem can be easily solved with the help of a graph. Let me show you how. Because we all know that a displaced velocity time curve gives you velocity time curve, area under the velocity time curve gives you the distance traveled by the particle, right? So if this is time and this is velocity, so the equation is v is equal to 12 minus 4t, or better it is v plus 4t equals to 12, or if you don't wish, you don't have to write. So t equals to 0, what is the velocity? T equals to 0, velocity is 12. At t equals to 1, velocity is 8. So this point is 1, this point is 8, this point is 8. At t equals to 1, t equals to 1. At t equals to 2, what is the value? At t equals to 2, value is 4. Somewhere around here, value is 4. And at t equals to 3, t equals to 3, the value is 0. Means the velocity has become 0. Now what happens after that? Put t equals to 4. At t equals to 4, v becomes equals to minus 4. So what happens after t equals to 3? After t equals to 3, the particle changes its direction. The direction of the particle changes. If it was moving along east, now it has started moving along west. So it has just changed its velocity direction of motion. So at t equals to 4, it is minus 4. So let this be minus 4. So at t equals to 4, at t equals to 4, it is minus 4, somewhere around here. And at t equals to 5, at t equals to 5, it is minus 8, I think, right? Minus 8. So it is minus 8, somewhere around here. So what do you get? You get a straight line. You get a straight line. You get a straight line to these points, right? So now you see that the area under this curve will give you the distance traveled by the particle. Will give you the distance traveled by the particle. Right? So what is the area of this curve and this area under this curve and this curve? It is the area under the two triangles, this triangle and this triangle. What is the area under this triangle? What is the area under this triangle? Half into 12 into 3. half into base into height, half into 12 into 3, which gives you 12. Right? And what is the area under this? This is 5. So half into 5 minus 3, 2 into 8. Half into 8 is 20. So the area under this curve is half into 12 into 3, that is 18. And the area under this triangle, area of this triangle is half into 2 into 3, 2 into 8, that is 8. So the total distance traveled by the particle is 26 centimeter. 18 plus 8, 26. So the total distance traveled is 26 centimeter. Okay.